Hi kids, Miss Laura again. Some more holidays around the world. We're going to do Canada. In Canada, Santa Claus is very similar to the United States version. However, people in Canada believe that their country is the home to Santa Claus, claiming that the North Pole has a Canadian zip code. I didn't even know they had a post office, let alone a zip code. Canadian children leave stockings by the fireplace, ready for Santa Claus to fill them with gifts. I put stockings by my fireplace too. I don't think all people, maybe not all people do, but that's a tradition here too. Some other family traditions in Canada. Most Canadians decorate their homes with Christmas trees, lights, and stockings hung by the fireplace. We do that here too. That's very similar. Cookie baking parties are also very popular. People bring their favorite cookie recipe, bake the cookies, and exchange them with friends and family so that each party goer leaves with a variety of different cookies. Now, I know my sister-in-law actually does that, and she lives here, not in Canada. So that's something that it's done in both places. Another tradition is the Santa Claus Parade in Toronto, one of the oldest and largest Santa parades in the world. Wow. Okay, well, so some of the food and stuff they like to have for Christmas is similar to the United States, some of it's different. Like they'd like to have turkey. Turkey is something that we like to have too. They also like to have something called plum pudding. It's a bread pudding with nuts and fruits. You see that? It kind of looks like a cake. It's very dense and gooey, and I think it sounds pretty good. I've actually never had it, but it sounds pretty darn good to me. I don't know if children can eat it because there's alcohol poured on it, but it sounds really good. Something else that they like to have is Christmas. They say they have it listed under food, but they don't know what they're talking about because it's not food. It's called a Christmas cracker. It sounds like you're going to be eating goldfish or Cheez-Its. No, it's not those little snowflake crackers that Ritz makes. No, it's not food at all. It is a present. Let's have it upside down. Do you see? It is a tube-shaped present. And the way it works is that one person grabs one end and the other person grabs the other, and then they pull really hard, and when they pull it goes crack or pop. And there's a present inside. Usually some candy or a little paper crown or just something cute and fun. It's more about pulling them and getting the sound and all that. So it's really not food. They also have something that's called a mincemeat tart. They're small little bitty pies. They're filled with all kinds of chopped up nuts and dates and raisins and figs, and Miss Cheryl thinks they're really gross, but I think they're pretty yummy. So I guess it all depends on whether you like them or not. Some other fun facts is they love to eat special Christmas candies. These candies have very odd names to us. First one's called barley candy. Well, that doesn't sound very good, does it? Because barley is a grain like rice or wheat. But believe it or not, it is, I looked it up and this is what it looks like. It is pretty much a regular hard candy. These happen to be lollipops. They're in interesting shapes. There's one that's shaped like a horse, and I think I see one that's shaped like a person. But basically, they're just hard candy. Now, the next one's even a stranger name. Chicken bones. That's right, I said chicken bones. That sounds pretty gross, doesn't it? But it's not really chicken bones. This is what they look like. It is a hard candy shell, cinnamon flavored, with chocolate cream inside. I said chocolate. That's right. I said chocolate. Yum, yum. Chocolate. Good stuff. Also, some other fun things. Many French Canadian families, now, Canada is part French speaking and part American speaking. So these are the French speaking people. I said American, I meant English. You get it. Many French Canadian families eat a huge feast on Christmas Eve called Réveillon. It begins after Christmas Eve Mass and lasts way into the wee hours of the morning. Wow. That's pretty interesting. The end of the Christmas season is January 6th. That's right. I said January 6th. December 25th to January 6th. That's right. That's not one day. That's not 2 days. That's like a whole week. We get 1 day. You guys, we need to do something about this. Sign a petition or something, because we are really, really, really getting ripped off. Anyway, on January 6th, people in Quebec have a celebration called La Fête du Roi, when they bake a cake with a bean in it. Now, I don't know why they bake a cake with a bean in it. I do believe I've heard this story before, though. And whoever gets the bean gets an extra present. So, there you go. Not like a green bean, but like a lima bean, you know, like a navy bean. But if you find the bean, you get the piece of cake with the bean, you get an extra present. All right. Well, we learned about Canada. Let's see what we remember. What do you remember about Canada? Where does Santa leave gifts for kids in Canada? You remember Miss Laura said she had them by her fireplace too? Do you think that you leave hang shoes or stockings by the fireplace? Stockings, that's right. Santa leaves presents in stockings in Canada. Do you remember where the big parade was? One of the largest ones in the world for Santa? It was a town in Canada. You probably don't remember the name. I'll try to help you remember. It started with a t, t, t sound. What makes the t sound? T. Start with a t, t, t. Tor. Did I hear somebody say Toronto? That's right, Toronto. Very good. And what were some of the foods that they ate? Do you remember any of the foods that they ate? Well, they ate something that Miss Cheryl does not like. It was kind of like a pie, and it was small. Do you remember what the name of it was? It was a strange name. It sounds like it should be made out of hamburger, but it's not. Mincemeat pie, which is made out of nuts and dried fruits like raisins and dates and figs, and I think it's yummy, and Miss Cheryl thinks it's gross. You have to try it to find out if you like it or not. Another thing that they had was weird candy. Do you remember the weird candy? Do you remember what the names of the weird candy were? That's right, chicken bones. I knew you'd remember that one. And the other one was called barley candy. Very good. They also had some kind of a pudding. Do you remember what that was called? It's more like a cake than a pudding. Do you remember? Plum pudding. Plum pudding, which as far as I could tell, there was no plums in it. But hey, everybody does different things. So that's all I know about Canada, and I hope you enjoyed learning about Canada. I will see you later.